Okay, hopefully this microphone's actually working. So, to make this old-fashioned granola, which is what we're making today, an old-fashioned granola, you need to preheat your oven to 300 degrees Fahrenheit and then butter a casserole dish. I'm not really sure if the butter is necessary, but that's what the recipe says to do. So I'm just gonna, the rest of this butter is gonna be going in the recipe. So I've got a casserole dish that's buttered. Let me get the ingredients that's gonna go in it. Oh my God, my chickens are driving me nuts. They're laying again now that it's getting warmer out. So I will post the recipe in the video's description box, for you guys so you'll have it. And so I won't say the measurements here, but we're gonna put our oatmeal. It says quick cooking oatmeal. I don't have quick cooking oatmeal. I'm just trying to honestly use up what I have on hand because I bought a ton of food and we gotta eat it. So I have regular old-fashioned oats, but I think it'll be okay. So my oatmeal's going in there. We need about a cup of coconut. So I'm just gonna eyeball that. I don't think this has to be too precise. And then we need our sunflower seeds. Well, this isn't. These are sesame seeds. And I've never had a granola with sesame seeds before. And then our sunflower seeds. And we're gonna toast this in the oven for about 20 minutes and then you'll just toss it occasionally. So let me get a spoon. You'll just stir it around until it gets nice and toasted. And it smells good already and we haven't even added anything to this. So this isn't all the ingredients. Of course, we're gonna make a syrup next that's gonna go on top. Okay, so let me get this in the oven. Remember to toss, I don't know if you can see my face, toss this occasionally. So I thought my microphone was recording and it turns out it wasn't. So anyways, we're only using half that butter. I thought we needed the full stick and we don't. So we're gonna melt that butter and then we're gonna add our brown sugar, a little bit, some of the salt, well not some of the salt, all the salt that's required, and some honey. And my honey crystallized in the jar. It's still perfectly fine. Honey really doesn't go bad. I tried warming it up in hot water, but that didn't work, and it says not to microwave, so I'm just scooping it out. And then we're just gonna make a syrup. You wanna bring this to a simmer and then take it off the heat, and then once you take it off the heat, then you can add your vanilla. You could put any sort of spices in this that you want. This recipe doesn't call for spices, but cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, you name it, would be good in here if you wanted to go that route. Like I said, this is completely customizable, but we're going to follow the recipe as is because I want to see how it's written. So let me speed this up for you. You can see it's simmering here, so I'm going to take it off the heat and I'm just going to eyeball the vanilla. And I give you a nice little close-up. And vanilla goes in off the heat, and then we're just going to set this aside and pull out our mixture that's in the oven. All right, so our 20 minutes is up and I'm pulling this out of the oven, and the recipe calls for toasted wheat germ. I don't have toasted wheat germ, I couldn't find it, so I'm just using regular wheat germ, and we're putting this back in the oven and it'll get toasted in there. So I'm just adding the wheat germ and we're gonna mix it all around. Where am I doing that? Just mix it in, and then we're going to pour our syrup on top and then kind of toss it with some forks, 2 forks, and just to get everything evenly coated in that syrup, and then it's going back in the oven. So let me speed this up for you guys. The oven is now 350 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to bake this for 5 minutes and then take it out. We're going to add the raisins, and I'm using golden raisins because that's what I have on hand and I need to get rid of it and use it up. And then we're just going to mix that back in. And then the recipe says to press the granola down firmly into an even layer. I forgot to do that. I just stuck it back in the oven. And then so you're supposed to press it down firmly into an even layer, put it back in the oven and bake it for 5 more minutes or until it's a nice golden color. I forgot to do that. I did remember after I stuck it in the oven to push it down, but I didn't push it down hard enough. So just read the directions and don't do what I do. But mine took longer than 5 minutes to get golden brown. Mine took probably about 10 to 15 minutes. Just keep a really close eye on it. There's a lot of sugar and it'll burn easily. So just kind of keep an eye on it. And then let me speed this up and we'll get this in the oven and then I'll show you what it looks like. I don't know what the hell I was talking about earlier. I can totally see why it says to butter the pan. Make sure you grease it really well. So anyways, after you pull your granola out of the oven, you're going to let it cool pretty much completely. Let it cool completely. And then after you've packed it down nice and tight, let it cool completely. Oh my God, I'm not putting you outside. Sorry, that's my cat. And then you will take a little spoon or whatever and break it up into pieces. So you can break those pieces up into whatever size you want. You can keep it in a large chunk, so you can crumble it completely, so you can put it in yogurt and things like that. But we will do the taste test when Dan comes home, and he just called me. He's off work and he's on his way home, so that shall be soon. I'll see you guys then. Okay, so it's actually been a while since I made this. Dan came home the day that I made this. We were going to do the taste test, and then we just got super busy. So I'm gonna taste this now. This is all we have left, so if that's an indicator. So let's taste this. And this is really good. Obviously it's really good because we've been eating the heck out of this. It's sweet, it's crunchy. It's got a good texture, a lot of different flavors. The sesame seeds really add a lot of flavor, and I was kind of hesitant about those, but it's nutty and fruity and sweet. Pretty much everything you could ever want in a granola, I think. And what's fun about it is you can really customize it and make it whatever you want. So I'm very happy with that. I've been eating it on my yogurt. I eat Greek yogurt. I've been putting this on top with some fruit in it. So good. So I think I said this before, but I will post a recipe down below in the video's description box, so you'll have that. And oh, let me get the book. Okay, I'm back. So this book, or this recipe, comes from this book, Better Than Store Bought, which is from 1979. And this is a really cool book because it has like ginger syrup for home style ginger ale. Maybe we'll do a video on that. Rich Concord grape juice, how to make tarragon mustard, just kind of unusual mango chutney, peach or nectarine chutney. It has a lot of recipes like biscuit, shortcake. I think it has like how to make a pudding mix, keep it in your pantry and then use it when you want to. Cherry liqueur. Anyways, it has a bunch of recipes like that. So this book is really cool. I got it from my mom and she was done with it and she gave it to me. And so yeah, whenever I need something and I want to get a recipe for something kind of unusual, I look in here to see if maybe they've got one. And so yeah, the granola, delicious, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. And if you have any questions about this recipe or the book, just leave me a comment below and I'll answer it as best I can. All right, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.